taken objective Charlie.
What's up, YeshGamers? Robert the Bruce here, and it's time to let some bullets fly because today it's all about the Beretta-made Automatico M1918. This thing kicks out a seriously high number of rounds per minute, and the only real question left is how do you aim the darn thing? Well, that's what we'll cover today, and if you haven't used it much because the sights were so bad, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised to find out that you don't even need them. And you know me and how I like to compare guns I'm reviewing with other in-game weapons just to give a little context. So let's look at the Automatico compared to the MP18. Now the MP18 has quite a bit less recoil, lower recoil multipliers, and even a little bit larger magazine. Really the only thing the Automatico has going for it over the MP18 is that it slings out bullets at a whopping 900 rounds per minute versus the 550 that the MP18 fires. So okay, let me get this straight. The Automatico fires crazy fast, it's hard to control while aiming, and because it fires fast, we'll run out of rounds quickly. So basically, you'll aim at a bad guy, probably miss a lot, and then have to reload. That sounds terrible. But don't worry, there's a catch. Now if you've practiced with this weapon, mastered its recoil, and can aim it well down the sights, well, more power to you. However, if you ditched this weapon because it was hard to stay on target, here's how you can come to enjoy this wonderful firearm. Now here's the secret. Equip the trench variant and only ever Hipfire. If you've been paying close attention up to this point in the video, you may have noticed I am only hip-firing the Automatico, and I'm even able to pick up kills quite a ways out. You see, the trench variant is designed to be hip-fired. It maintains accuracy better from the hip than its other counterparts. Now the visual recoil you get when aiming down the sights will no longer throw you off. Just keep this baby at your hip and let loose a maelstrom of bullets wherever you see a bad guy. The beauty of it is also that you don't have the additional ADS time to deal with. Sprint around to your heart's content and simply hip-fire when you run into enemy players. Now since you're hip-firing, you'll also be able to strafe faster. So not only can you sling out lots of pain at the bad guys, but you can dance around dodging their shots at the same time. With this newfound freedom of movement, since you don't have to ADS, I think it's wise to consider the words of the great dodgeball instructor, Patches O'Houlihan. Remember the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. You'll be hopping over bullets Matrix style while you hip-fire your M1918 like a boss, taking down bad guys by the hundreds. Well, at least we can dream, right? Now here's a few additional walking points to carry with you. So you're blasting away enemies while the Automatico hugs your hips like your favorite pair of skinny jeans, but you still run out of ammo quickly. Well, you may have heard me say these things before, but there are a couple great ways to counteract this. Use grenades for crowd control. Even if you don't get a kill, tossing one out to keep enemies at bay can buy you precious reloading time. If you're not on speaking terms with your sidearm, well, it's time to mend that relationship, because you'll be needing a backup weapon when you run into packs of baddies. Additionally, the bayonet and melee weapons can be a great last-ditch effort when your mags run dry and you're out of time. Play smart, be aware of cover that's close by, and you'll find it's not too difficult to keep the bullets flowing and the bad guys dropping. Now, the last point I want to make is that this is an absolutely wonderful way to start using the gas grenade if you don't already. Normally I opt for a different grenade personally, but it just pairs perfectly with the hip-fire playstyle of this weapon. Miniguns are really penalized for hip-firing, and players that aren't used to it will struggle when they put on a gas mask and are forced into that. Since you are only hip-firing, this is a no-brainer. You get 2 gas grenades, so you can really cover most of each objective when you're moving into capture, and it'll give you the upper hand against a lot of bad guys. I've had countless battles that I should have lost, maybe because they got the drop on me, but since they were struggling to fire from the hip, I was able to pick up the kill. Plus, you get additional bonus points whenever a teammate kills a bad guy that you're gas wounded. The Automatico and gas grenades are like the greatest wine and cheese pairing ever, so definitely take advantage of that. That pretty much wraps it up for this weapon. Make sure you use the trench variant, only fire from the hip, and enjoy the kill counter getting higher and higher. If you've got something useful to share, or you just like arguing about video games, hit me up in the comments. Also, if you've been longing to subscribe to a channel that's full of bad metaphors, well, you've come to the right place. I've been told I have a face for radio. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
taken objective Duff.